Hey, hey, hey. So today we're going raw, we're going unedited, we're going live. We're going to just go for it. And we're actually going to record on, hopefully this doesn't end the audio, but we're going to record on 3 platforms and we're going to test this out because I'm trying to figure it out. And the best way to learn is through taking action. Massive, imperfect, aligned action with the life that you truly, truly do desire. So I just plugged this in. I'm hoping it's still working. It looks like it is. Now it's not. Okay, look, I think it's good. I'm going to take the music off. We are going to go live on Instagram. And then we're also going to hit record here in just a couple seconds on the podcast platform. So YouTube, you hold, please. Done on this. Done. Oh, come on. Okay. My lighting's kind of off here. I'm going to just roll with it because we're taking imperfect action. Uh-oh. It's going to fall down. What? All right. You get to kind of look up my nose today. It's fine. We're going to just, we're going with it. All right. And we're going to go live here. Go live. Happy March 1st. Yeah, we've arrived. How has the first 2 months of 2022 been going? Today, I'm going to talk about where I'm at in this season, how my life is transforming and changing, and really just kind of diving in deep. I'm going to record on the podcast episode here as well in just a moment. Good morning. Thanks for joining in. We're just going raw, live, unedited, talking about changing identity, taking out massive imperfect action, showing up as your truest, authentic self, leading with the heart, and really just embracing who you are at your core versus trying to show up with the intention of pleasing other people. And I'm going to record. I'm live on YouTube. I'm going to be live on Instagram, and then we're going to record onto the podcast platform. So give me just 1 second. And if you, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How are you doing today? It's been a whirlwind, but I'm so excited. It's March 1st, new month, new goals, new dreams, new ambitions, new actions, new everything if you choose it. If you choose to show up with that energy of you can achieve anything in this life that you want, this is the energy I'm entering into the month with. I'm going to be in alignment with where I want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 1 year from now. The actions today, i.e. recording this and showing up live for you right now, are getting me closer to where I want to be 1 year from now. Also, I'm really glad to hear you're doing good. So that's awesome. I'm happy to hear you're good, and feel free to chat with me through Instagram Messenger, and we will continue conversation through there. So I'm going to hit record on the podcast episode. And that means that I'm going to kind of pivot this conversation so that I have the intro. So bear with me for 1 moment. Uh-oh. Hold on. Giving technical issues. Let's reload this. So like I said, we're going to show up raw, unedited. We are going to just go at it and talk about what is going on, where we're going, what's happening, all the things. I don't have a script today, but I am going to record on the podcast platform. So hit record. Welcome to the Christy Lime Show. My name's Christy, and I'm your host. This is where actionable accountability meets motivation. We are going to take massive, inspired, aligned action toward the life that we truly desire. And in this episode, we're going raw. We're going unedited. We are taking the approach that everything that we do today is creating opportunities for tomorrow. We don't know if our actions are proper or improper, but what we can identify is that when we take massive, inspired, aligned action with the life that we want a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we are in alignment and leading with our heart. It might be difficult. It might be hard to show up and take that action. But when we can show up and take action in alignment with where we want to go, at the end of the day, we're creating those opportunities for tomorrow. Because tomorrow won't look much different than today. But a year from now, if you're taking the proper actions, your life can look significantly different. Your life is full of opportunities if you are willing to get out of your own way. If you are willing to show up as your truest, authentic self. And that's what I want to do today. So this one's going to be a little more about me and where I'm at and the journey I've been on. And it's been a little bit rough, if I'm being honest. However, we're going to just show up. And as some of my lovely brothers and sisters from another mester would say, I might be going through the darkness, and that's okay. It is beautiful for what it is, and I'm accepting in this season because ultimately, life is like a roller coaster, and we have an opportunity and a choice to decide who is with us on the roller coaster. Because no matter what, there's going to be another storm that comes. There's going to be highs and lows. There's going to be things that you have to face. And when I show up today and I see that this roller coaster has been going up and down and up and down, and when I see that there's going to be more storms in the future, I have to decide who I want by my side, right? I get to choose who's in my life. And as we fill our cup, we can fill others' cups. But if we're not filling our own cup first, we need to look inside and figure out what it is that we need to do to get in alignment with the life that we really want, and how can we fill our cup? Because we can't fill anybody else's cup if we're not showing ourselves self-love. We can't fill anybody else's cup if we're not showing up as our truest, authentic self. So when I show up this morning, raw, unscripted, unedited, I am so thankful that there are these people who support me, who want to listen to my voice. But I need you to know it's not all happiness. It's not all sunshines and rainbows. And even though that's the front that I tend to put on, life is tough right now. Life is not always happiness and sunshine and rainbows. But you know what life is? Opportunity. It's called the present. Be present in this moment, because ultimately, yesterday's gone. And the actions that you chose to take or not take are defining where you're going tomorrow, and the opportunities of next week, and the opportunities of a year from now. And just ask yourself, are you showing up with this intention of allowing the space of uncertainty? Because you cannot always have a plan. There's a way to navigate through life. However, you don't know what tomorrow brings. You cannot control other people's experiences. You cannot expect your words, your choices, your actions to define the expectations and opportunities of other people. But what you can do is show up and lead with your heart and know that what you're doing is for self-love, because happiness comes from inside first. Happiness does not come from other people. Happiness has to come from you. And if you're not showing up as your truest, authentic self, you're not putting out that energy that is you. Does that make sense? When we look at this, a quote that's coming to mind right now: hurt people hurt people. Let me say it again. Hurt people hurt people. And the reason I bring this in is because if you're trying to show up as something or someone that you are not, because you're trying to please other people, you're trying to be something that you're not, you're slowly diminishing your light. You're slowly extinguishing your flame. And at the end of the day, if you continue to put your own light out, who is going to relight that light? So you can come in and you can keep showing up and you can keep taking action. But if you're not in alignment with where you want to be, or you're not taking actions in alignment with where you want to be, then what are you doing? Are you just showing up to try to please other people? Let me bring this into context. Over the last year and a half, I've been numbing myself because I was trying to be someone that I am not. I've been numbing myself to hide the pain that is inside because I know that on the outside looking in, it looks like sunshine and rainbows. It looks like Christy's got it figured out. But in reality, I have been trying to be someone that I am not. But today, and in the last month, in the month of February, I've really had a lot of transformation. And I'm still in it, guys. There's still a lot more to go through. But what I've realized is that I am powerful. I have choices. I get to choose my actions, and other people's opinions are only their opinions, and they only affect me if I let them, because they don't control my experiences. They don't control my expectations. They don't control my life. And if I'm being honest, people are going to talk anyway. People are going to judge you anyway. Whether you're doing good or you're doing bad or you're suffering or you're succeeding, they're going to talk. You can't stop that. And what I was trying to do was diminish my light so that people wouldn't want to talk about me. I was reducing my energy so much that I wanted to be tiny, so small that people would forget about me. But the reality of it is I am a human, I am a person, and I have energy. I take up space. I am Christy. I am me, and I get to choose to use my voice. Guys, I was so afraid to speak, just to use my voice, to go speak with people. This anxiety would come in. And when I look at anxiety, I think that anxiety is like a smoke detector. Okay. And sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it just goes off. Like, I'm not kidding. The smoke alarm in my house just goes off sometimes, where I'm like, there's no smoke in here. There's nothing going on. But it's my choice to say, hey, this alarm is sounding right now. Why? Maybe I should take some different action. Maybe I should figure out, am I in alignment with where I'm trying to go? Because ultimately, that smoke detector will turn off. That anxiety will reduce and subside. However, I get to choose to take actions that are going to continue it longer, or I get to choose to take actions that will quit the smoke alarm, right? So show up and take the actions that are reducing anxiety, that are reducing overwhelm, and are in alignment with where you want to go. Today, March 1st, is a perfect opportunity to do that because we're able to plan the next month. We're entering into a good season of change. And the reason I say this is because March, the season is going to start to change here in the States from winter to spring. March 1st dictates a new month, and March 1st enters into the last, if you follow like the standard quarter system, the last quarter of quarter one, or the last month of quarter one. So are you concluding your goals that you set maybe January 1st. A lot of people set New Year's resolutions. Are you creating actions to make sure you're on target for that New Year's resolution? Maybe you're like me and you set monthly goals. Are you hitting those monthly goals? Conclude the quarter strong. Start the month strong. Figure out how to take action that creates opportunities for you tomorrow, that creates opportunities for you 1 year from now. Because anything is possible if you stop allowing the 6 inches between your ears to overthink. If you stop allowing yourself to get spun up in all of the things that you think need to get done. Take action on the goals that get you closer to where you want to be. Because you are powerful. You can do hard things. You have so much energy within you if you stop overthinking. If you stop allowing the fear of judgment of other people to slow you down, because they're gonna judge anyway, let's be honest. However, most people are too consumed in their own shit to be judging you anyhow. So, today, the point of it is, life isn't always sunshine and rainbows, but you get to choose your actions. And if your actions are keeping you playing small, what can you do to start playing bigger? What can you do to start bringing more energy into your life that is in alignment with where you want to be in a year from now? Start doing that. Stop making excuses. Stop trying to be something that you are not, but rather show up as your truest, authentic self and lead with the heart, and know that your actions today are in alignment with where you want to be. If you said you were going to do something yesterday, today, then do it. Why are you making excuses? The time will pass anyway. So stop saying you're going to do something and then not doing it. Because when you break those little promises to yourself, you're creating bad habits. You're creating routine that tells yourself, hey, it's okay. I'm not going to get to it anyway. It's okay. I just know I'm just that kind of person. I break promises to myself and to other people, and I can just show up and the time will pass anyway, and I'll get there tomorrow. Tomorrow will come. Like I said, I spent the last year and a half numbing myself because I knew tomorrow would come. I wasn't appreciating this moment right now for what it was, a present moment. But in reality, moments matter. And if you choose to take actions that are truly, authentically you, you can do anything you set your mind to because you are powerful. Yeah, I think that's good for today. This episode's been a little bit longer than normal, but I do want to conclude it here. So I want to thank you for listening to the Christy Lime Show. We will dive deeper into my story and my actions, my why, my purpose as we go along, because as I said, this is where actionable accountability meets motivation. With that being said, today, I want to challenge you, whatever day you're listening to this podcast on. As I record, it is March 1st, but if you are listening to this later in the month, that's okay. Set a goal today, right now, that you will commit to doing and having completed by the end of the month. This goal should be a little bit bigger than something that can be accomplished in one day, but should be something that you can take daily action toward. So for me, I'm showing up and I'm committed to working out every single day. I'm committed to drinking my water every single day. I'm committed to journaling every single day through the month of March. And if you want to let me know what your goals are, if you want to let me know how you plan on showing up. Oh, let me actually, one more thing on that. 15 minutes, 15-minute workout, 15-minute journaling session. I can allow myself 30 minutes a day for self-love, self-care, self-reflection, self-growth. Do not let the time pass by without showing up for yourself, because you, again, are powerful. I appreciate you. I support you. If you need anything, please message me on Christy or at on Instagram at Christy_Lime. I support you. Whatever you need. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. And I've just concluded the podcast episode here on my end. I appreciate you tuning in today, though. And yeah, it's a season of growth, a season of transformation. It is the last month of the quarter. Take massive, inspired, aligned action with where you want to be in a year from now, and watch how your life transforms. Anything is possible. And the greater the uncertainty, the greater the reward. That's what I'll leave you with. Whoops, I forgot to stop the YouTube video. All right, in the stream. My bad. I was getting ready to like upload this onto Spotify and all the places, and I just concluded the Instagram one, and I forgot to end this video. Have a good day. And